What is going on, my fellow warriors? This is Musou Prince here with another episode of One Piece Power Warriors 4, and we are going to finish up the Summit War Arc right here and now with Ace's will, a gift to the new world. Luffy fails to stop Ace's execution and collapses. His allies on the battlefield start a desperate retreat to help Luffy escape. Let's do this. And I really enjoyed playing as Crocodile, but I'm gonna show some variety in these videos and go along with Jimbei. I think that's him up there in the right corner right there. Yeah, that was him. Oh, he's up there again. Oh, poor Luffy. Oh, shit. Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of Dodge. And the bromance begins. And of course, Whitebeard's fighting all the way up there against Teach and Burgess. See if I can do anything with Jimbei. Still can't unlock. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little hitch in the road. I need to get some more coins for him. I'm sure those end up getting unlocked during either the Dressrosa arc or the Whole Cake arc. My guess, at least. Oh, jeez, I really hope my dogs don't start barking. I can hear them downstairs. Alright, let's do this. Yes, Buggy to the rescue. Never thought I'd see the day. Ooh. Come here. That's a new move I haven't seen before. I'm wondering if Ivankov is considered a giant character. Nah, I doubt that. His triangle is really freaking good. Jeez. Okay, there's actually something that I haven't been able to really talk upon about yet, which is the new combat. I don't know, it just popped into my head while I was playing as Jimbei. Seems like with the types of characters that they're doing, they're going the route that they did with Samurai Warriors 2, where they had, of course, power types, speed types, and technique types. If you're a power type in Samurai Warriors 2, you get a longer string of combos. If you... Wait, is that what it was called? Or I think they were just called, like... Well, anyway, there's one type in the game where you have a longer string of square attacks, and you have a single triangle string for every single one of those square attacks. There's another type where you have multiple string attacks but lower square attacks. And then there's one where you pretty much have a mixture of both, but you have more R1 abilities, if I remember correctly, from Samurai Warriors 2. And that's kind of the same thing that they're doing in this game with these types. You have your power types like Jimbei right here, who has long triangle combination long triangle combination strings on the ground, and not that many for the air. Then you have sky types like Crocodile, who, yeah, they do have an okay ground combo, but they have longer combo strings in the air. Then you got speed types, whose overall square abilities are longer, and sometimes they can be good in the air or not, and also have really good stamina. And then finally there's the technique types, who are more about using their R1 abilities to their use. And I kind of like the fact that they did go back to the simple square string. I mean, I will admit I missed the triangle strings that they had in the original One Piece games. But I mean, but it wasn't as intricate as it was in Pirate Warriors 1, because if anyone remembers, in Pirate Warriors 1, you can actually alternate between triangle and square, or square and triangle, between the different moves. Like, in Pirate Warriors 3, it was just square, triangle, or triangle, square, square, whereas in the original first game, you can actually do, like, square, square, and triangle, square, triangle, and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it was very intricate when it first started and kind of simplified itself down the line, but I will admit, I am okay with this new combat system, because the new aerial combat by far is a good replacement for the triangle string, because you just have a lot more to work with when it comes to the aerial combat, including with these characters who definitely have more variety to them with the whole sky type. And then I like the R1 moves that they have. It's kind of them bringing in what they did with Dynasty Warriors 9, and they're trying to, it's like they're trying to work on that system that they did in Dynasty Warriors 9 and trying to see if they can make it work in any other way. And really, this does work. Like, the whole R1 abilities move seems pretty cool. It's just when it came to Dynasty Warriors 9, it was supposed to extend the combat strings itself, whereas these are just special abilities that you can do with other characters. But yeah, so if I really had to, like, say whether or not I really like the combat in this game, yes, I definitely love the combat in this game, with the addition to the aerial combat and just little tidbits that they're doing that I've noticed from previous games that they're trying to work upon, like the R1 abilities. And again, I know I may end up rambling sometimes, but it's like I really do enjoy these games, and I always hear about people just trying to complain about these games, and I'm just like, why? Just why? I don't understand why. Yeah, it's competitive, but I mean, that's like something to expect out of these games if you're not really into these kinds of things. Because I've talked with people who really like these games and just enjoy it, even though it is just repetitive button mashing. I gotta help Marco here. I just took out all of those guys. So satisfying. Oh, okay. Time to freaking get some. Oh no! Come on. Let me transform. There we go. Time to get some armament hockey in this. Ooh, yes. Come on, let's do some damage to this guy now. Alright, was that to help Ivankov or Marco? Because I could have sworn I saw Marco. Oh, that was for Okay, that was for Eva. Or Ivankov. Is it Ivankov or Ivankov? Because Luffy calls it. It's okay. I know that Ivankov is a he, technically a he, but like I don't know. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Luffy likes to call him Eva-chan or her. I don't. God, I'm so friggin' what the I don't know what the heck it's called. But yeah, Luffy likes to call Ivankov Eva-chan. So is it pronounced Ivankov or Ivankov? I really don't know. I've never really heard it in the English version, so I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to pronounce it, at least in my language, and I should really be focusing here, because I'm in the yellow. Holy crap. Actually, another thing that I've noticed that they kind of also took from Dynasty Warriors 9 is the armor gauge. You know, that's actually really funny that some things that Dynasty Warriors 9 really got some flack for is being praised in this game. I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole open world thing that really ruffled a lot of people's jimmies or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I can understand where people are coming from with their negative opinions on Dynasty Warriors 9, but I just don't see it whenever I play it. I just have fun with the game. Ooh, Akainu's back. I want to kill him for what he did to Ace. Just like legit. I know story purposes won't let me. God, I wish I could just kill him. I'll at least give him a big ass whooping. Ooh, Crocodile's here. Alright, so it seems like we got Luffy to the area. Oh, I gotta help these guys at least. No! Edward! Yeah, that was actually some really good foreshadowing for Sabo there in terms of someone carrying on Ace's will. The One Piece exists! Okay, Ace's death really did hurt me because I've seen him a long time, but for the amount of time that we've seen Whitebeard on screen, it still hurt me with his death, because you just came to know the guy as just a very loving, fatherly figure to everyone that was in his crew, including Ace, considering how much Ace really looked up to the guy. Oh, and here comes one of the most ideal turning points in the series. Now, this is actually something that I was always confused about, and I really ended up having to look it up. So, like, I always thought that Blackbeard somehow got the devil fruit out of Whitebeard and consumed it himself, because I was like, but then I was like, so wait a minute, how exactly does that work? Because, like, you can't really have two devil fruits in you, because I mean you'll die. It says it in the lore. But then for some reason I also thought that, like, maybe it was possible with maybe it was possible with Blackbeard because of his devil fruit ability. I mean, the dark fruit has the ability to negate any devil fruit abilities, just any other devil fruit abilities. So I thought that maybe somehow carries over to the reason as to why he was able to like get a second devil fruit ability. But when I did a little bit more researching, I found out that the dark fruit actually allows him to absorb other devil fruit abilities without needing to have their devil fruit, without having the actual devil fruit itself. So I just looked at that and I'm like, wow, Teach has that is like an insane devil fruit that Teach has. Just being able to absorb the power of other people's devil fruits without needing the actual devil fruit to be inside of him, that's ridiculous. And, like, people are already theorizing that Teach is probably going to take Kaido's Logia form with the eventuality of when Luffy defeats Kaido, whenever that's gonna be. And I can see that honestly happening, because then Teach would have what he would believe to be the most powerful devil fruits of each typing, because he would have the dark fruit for his Paramecia. He would have not Paramecia. He would have the dark fruit for his Logia. He would have the Tremor for his Paramecia, and then he would have the dragon. Then he would have the dragon mystical fruit for his Logia. I mean, that's actually a pretty interesting concept of someone having control of all what they believe to be the strongest of each devil fruit typing. So if that actually ends up becoming the case, then I would really like to see that, because I feel like that would just make the final encounter with Blackbeard just a lot more interesting and more fun. Now it's time to beat up Blackbeard for what he did to Whitebeard. This is freaking ridiculous. No, the place is getting smaller. Oh, what the heck? That had no, like, oh my god, what's the word again? Well, that had no signification of that he was doing that move. Well, either way, he's dead now. Got him.
海賊という悪を許すな。
急げ、麦わらよ、こっち。
置いてきなよ、麦わらのルフィをさ。
そこまでだー。もうやめましょうよ。これ以上戦うの
Kobe.
やめましょうよ。命がもったいない。
数秒無駄にした。正しくもない海兵は海軍にはいらん。
Oh, suck a big fat one, Akainu.
よくやった、若い海兵。お前が命を懸けて生み出した勇気ある数秒は、良くか悪く、この世界の運命を大きく変えた。
なんでここに4個が。赤髪のシャンクスだ。
God, Shanks is so freaking badass.
バギー、そいつをルフィに。麦わら？お前にあげたい宝の地図があるんだ。
本当か、おい。待ってろ、届ける。
まだ暴れ足りねえ奴がいるのなら来い。俺たちが相手をしてやる。どうだ、ティーチ。いや、黒ひげ。
やめとこう。まだ時期が早い。
全員この場は俺の顔を立ててもらおう。戦争は終わりだ。
なんと
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I was looking at my phone about something. But, so, shoot. Okay, so Shanks. Alright, yeah, Shanks was able to stop the Paramount War.
史上空前の戦いはシャンクス率いる赤髪海賊団の仲裁によってその幕を閉じた。瀕死の重傷を負ったルフィはハンコックにかくまわれ一命を取り留め、だがエースを救えなかったことで自責の念に苛まれ自暴自棄に陥っていた。
何が海賊王だ。俺は弱い。何一つ守れね
見かれたジンベエは力ずくでルフィを諭す。
ルフィ、失ったものばかり数えるな。ないものはない。確認せえ。お前にまだ残っているものは何じゃ。
仲間がいるよ。
大切な仲間の存在を再確認したルフィは集合場所であるシャボンディ諸島に向かおうとする。そこへ尿ヶ島に訪れたレイリーと遭遇。彼の言葉を受けルフィは自分たちの身に起きたことを改めて振り返る。
私から提案がある。乗るか反るかはもちろん君が決めろ。
しばし後、 レイリーの提案を承諾したルフィはシャボンディ諸島へ向かわずジンベエと共にとある行動を決行する。
麦わらのルフィが生きていた。また海軍本部に乗り込んだんだって。
一体何が目的でこんなことを。
そうか、分かったぞ。了解。
そうかルフィ。
分かったぞルフィ。
人の気も知らないで勝手なんだから。
なるほど。
そういう感じに。
集合は3日後じゃなく2年後。立ち止まって力をつけるんだ。そしてまた必ず集結する。
世界各地に飛ばされていた仲間たちはルフィのメッセージを受け取り、各々力をつけた後再集結することを心に誓った。
In 2 years at Sabaody Archipelago. That was a really cool moment. I've seen it so many times in the previous games though that I was kind of numb to it, but for some reason, why am I not numb to some of the other scenes that make me want to cry my eyes out? Anyways, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later, guys!